drumming.
Drums.
Drums.
Oh, you know what?
What?
Chicken butt.
I don't know why that was so funny.
You never heard that before?
Chicken butt?
Yeah. You know when people go, you know what? And, and people go, what? And you say chicken butt.
I was not
You know
expecting
why?
you to say that.
No.
Chicken thigh.
Richard's like, what about chicken?
You like that? You know this one? You know the one when you tell somebody and you're like, oh my God.
What?
You've got a matter, daddy?
A what? A matter what?
And then the person goes, what's...
Oh.
The person goes,
What's the matter, Dad?
oh, nothing, honey.
Well, no, that's just like the old classic, like, oh.
Nothing, dear.
No, did you hear about Up Dog?
What's up, dog?
Not much yet.
Are there other jokes like that?
They go on and on.
Oh,
There's so many.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know what? The next time we get an RV and we go do some touring, we'll go on websites and just do tons of them.
Okay.
Until we get tired of them and never want to do them again.
Would you consider those dad jokes?
I do. Yeah, I do, yeah.
They're in that category.
I love dad jokes.
I was telling everybody on the live stream earlier today, I was like, people try to, get me with the, you're the old guy and the dad and the dad guy in the band and all that. I said, I love that shit. Okay, it's cool when you finally get to an age, because, you make fun of people like that your whole life. You're like, fucking boomer. But
Old
then
man.
yes, but then when you get there, you don't give a shit.
Right?
It's crazy. Once you finally get there, you're like, oh yeah, I'm the old motherfucker in the band. And then you actually kind of like let your guard down because the dad jokes start to become funny.
Right?
And you're like, you know what? Corny jokes are all right. And so is 90s dance music.
Gio says he feels attacked.
Why does
Why?
Gio feel attacked?
Why?
Oh, because he's the old guy in the group? It's me. Who's the oldest in Sepsis staff right now, Gio?
Sparkles says hi.
It's me.
Bob.
Bob is, yeah.
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 He's the senior executive sepsis executive.
That's funny.
People don't realize it. I love the older guys in the group and the older gals. Yeah, can you scoot over, with me a little bit more?
There you go.
Wow. That's so fun. Well, welcome to the Honeycomb Hideout, a weekly podcast where we as a band and staff members here at Sepsis. I don't know why I said it like a
Yo,
country.
what the hell? Where are you from?
I don't know why I said it like
What
a
have you done with our merch girl? She's like, I don't know what how you down there. What's going on with you today?
Oh, no. Let's try that again.
Ma'am, have you been drinking this evening?
No. I had a lot of water.
Sure.
Yeah, that's Nashua water.
Oh, no wonder why you fucked up. Anyway, take two.
Where we as a band here at Sepsis host conversations about the music industry, social media, and the latest AI and technology news. We're Sepsis!
Yeah, we are.
We're a heavy metal band from Manchester, New Hampshire. I am the merch girl, Lexi Swarm. Hello. I'm also the band assistant, and sometimes I perform on stage with them. Melissa is the lead singer over there. She's the voice.
You can't see me. You can sometimes hear me.
We're gonna figure that out after Rockfest.
She's the lead singer. Then we also have Salvatore Pan on the drums.
Mm-hmm, he's in the back over there.
Hey.
He's practicing that solo, the bleed lines.
Thank you. We go.
Top.
Oh,
50 stars from Sean.
thank
Wow.
you, Sean.
Hey, I will say also, it's ICG game night.
ICG.
That was a good vocal.
We got William Savant and Sriracha on the guitars and screams. And let's not forget the mesmerizing, low-tone, hypnotizing musical taste of our very own bass player, ladies and gentlemen, Zachy B!
Oh, thank you.
100 stars from Sean.
Whoa.
Perfect timing.
A star party.
Star
Hell
party!
yeah.
Woo!
What color did you want?
This is the best place to stay up to date and find out the latest content and news about the band. Our live stream content on sepsis.com can also be found, as well as on the YouTube and Twitch.
The Who Tube?
The YouTube.
Oh, okay, you too.
The Me Too?
YouTube.
You-
like the purple.
YouTube.
YouTube. That's that band that does that song from the iPod commercials back in the early 2000s, right?
What, YouTube?
Yeah. Isn't that band? With Bono as their singer?
I think you're talking about U2.
Me Too?
No, the band U2.
Oh,
U2 the band.
like you two.
Who?
Hell!
Sparkles likes your hair.
Oh, wow. The Zachy B hairstyle. And
Has
this
been.
was a big thing
Yeah.
at band practice.
It was.
Mhm.
I've gone through like 4 hairstyles like
Since
in
then.
the past week, yeah.
Right.
You're doing things differently. That's dope.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've gone back to my roots.
No pun intended.
Right?
This is the Honeycomb Hideout podcast. We go live every week, midweek, on the hump day.
Once they let us.
You gotta wait until he's not. You gotta make sure that.
Just
all...
like at practice when Rob starts drumming before like I'm like tuned up.
And if you notice, it's interesting. You're never ready for it. Like, I noticed that when we have false starts,
It's always me.
it is.
Sorry, I'm
Should we
slow.
Should we do this again? Are you doing it again?
No, but it's like you have like Salvatore Pan who's running. Is this something I need to do? All right, you're looking out the window, crazy.
I saw a person.
Okay, you start seeing people.
I see dead.
Right.
That squirrel's back.
But like you got like Salvatore Pan who's running on all cylinders at band practice. He'd be like just behind the drums, ready to go. And then Zach's got stuff to do.
Right?
He's an important guy. So he'll be doing his Zachy B stuff. And his Zachy B stuff is like fancy stage stuff, man.
Right.
That's why we got him,
Tell the
man.
people.
Running lights, running sound,
I
providing the whole low end.
I can't believe, I went back and watched the video too, and I'm like, who's running lights? And I realized it was you the whole time. I said, who the fuck is running those lights like that? They go perfectly with the music.
Guilty.
Nothing other than our very own Zachy B.
It never occurred to me that you were doing the lights also. And then I said to myself, well, he's so good at that, we don't need a lighting guy.
No.
You should do that often, all the time.
I should.
Like when we play small stages and we have nowhere to run around, can you do that from now on?
Yeah.
Thank you, Kevin, for 100
That would
stars.
really add to things. I'm not even lying. That looked dope. As long as it doesn't take away from your amazing playing. That's kind of I don't want to get involved in that.
That's why I have everything on foot switches.
But Salvatore's like this, running all cylinders. And then you are organized, you're checking boxes, you're like a technician.
I am.
So these two personalities at band practice are funny to work with. Because one person's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba. And you're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And
It's the burden of being wonderful.
Gio! Thank
What?
you! 1,000 stars!
But why?
This totally calls for a breakdown.
Let's do it.
Breakdown!
We need to
Break
turn.
it
Yo,
down.
you need to start turning these breakdowns up.
Turn them up!
They're not up.
To turn it up.
The
Turn up.
last breakdowns were not up. We were moving around in silence.
Share the feed,
It
turn
looked
it up!
crazy. It looked like we were shooting a music video.
All right, well, I'm gonna try it right now.
All right.
Let's go!
Hold on, let me get my guitar strap up more.
Easy there, John Lennon.
I'm gonna figure that one out later.
That never gets old. Hey, from here on out, can we do 150 stars for breakdowns?
From here on out, 150 stars
For
if you want a
breakdown.
breakdown.
Hang on. Let's tier it up a bit. Like if we do 1,000 for breakdown, but then like 150 for the little
Okay,
You know?
I
Because we
thought
have
you.
so many of
Wait a
them.
minute.
The breakdown.
Wait a minute. He
I
just
heard
did.
it.
He just did 1,000 tokens for
Yeah.
breakdown. So let's cut it in half. It should be 500 for breakdowns.
500 for breakdown.
Third.
500 stars for a breakdown. 100 stars
We
to
need like a.
change the
We're gonna have
lights.
to get a menu
Pick a
going,
color.
right?
These
I gotta write
stars
this down.
are awesome.
Can we write it? We're gonna write that down.
Yeah,
Honeycomb Hideout. I'm finding you right now.
yeah.
Look how fast you are in here.
Honeycomb Hideout. Stars.
You did share.
100 stars. Change the
the color.
lights.
Mm-hmm.
Pick a color. Any color. 500 stars for the breakdown that you just saw us do a couple of moments ago.
I just think every breakdown will be different. Of course.
How many breakdowns do we have on there?
Sean says 500 for a breakdown. I kind of want to try it.
Try it. Let's see if it works. Let's see
and
if
of
it
course,
works.
and then naturally we'll add them.
This is new. Let's see if it works. Try it. It's
Ooh,
new.
like multiple different.
Ooh.
Break-
That's what I'm. That's what I'm
This
saying.
is stage one.
It's big.
He could be
You don't
getting
know which
stage
one.
one.
You're gonna
right.
Oh,
Right.
That's part of the
Oh.
mystery.
It's a mystery.
Wow.
500 is a mystery breakdown. That's cool.
But not yet.
I'm about to
because
go
it's not
over to- I'm-
installed.
You got me wanting to go over to the
Oh.
DAW and start creating.
Let's create stuff. Let's.
You know what I
try
like
it.
about this is I can write music like that. That we wouldn't necessarily like release.
Right?
That's what I like doing that.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't know, that's the band playing the music in the back. You guys didn't know that. Did you guys know that? Put a 1 in the chat if you knew that was us playing.
Put
Gina
one.
said for 2,500, Zachy will do his best Marilyn Monroe impression.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yo, he's a team player.
Yeah.
You thought he was gonna throw him off. That's not Zachy P.
Let's see the stars.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about,
Wow.
man. This is the Honeycomb fucking Hideout.
Woo!
We ain't changed shit around
Every
here.
Wednesday on the hump day when they say let us.
Yo, that's it. You don't know what day it is.
Yeah, it's Thursday, right?
500 from Sean!
Oh! Let's go.
Give it up.
Woo!
And in the future, we'll get more of those.
Wow.
That's
That
awesome.
never gets old.
That was
Keeping
a
us
fun.
young.
That was a fun. Thank you for that.
I want to record one.
Please share the feed.
Yo, let's do that. We can
Record
do
it?
that. We should do that this weekend.
Right?
We're
We should
recording
just
it?
do all. Actually, we should do that this Saturday. If you're not doing anything, we should.
Yeah.
You should come over. We'll fire up the DAW and we'll do new Twitch. We're due.
Right?
We're due for new Twitch sounds. We'll do some Lexi ones too. Like this is an announcement. She can get a "this is an announcement" button.
Dope.
Yay.
Huh? We're gonna
That's
write.
what we need is
Sick.
new
We
sound.
need new stuff.
Yep.
New sound.
We need, and then we're gonna get microphones and headphones, and we'll be fucking crazy in here.
Yeah. New
All right, I feel
sound.
bad. See, what we want to do eventually, guys. Obviously, we need to upgrade from this one microphone, and when we do that, in this once we, as you can see, our table.
Yeah.
So we will take some of these stars. We will take some of the donations. Maybe that's what we should work up to, like a goal or something.
Ooh.
Maybe we
Could
should
we do
work
a
up to
star
a goal.
Like,
We can do a star
Set up
goal.
a goal, yeah.
And
ooh.
yeah, so we could buy new shit.
Hell yeah.
That sounds like fun.
That's not thousands of dollars. It's a couple bucks.
Yeah.
Right?
How about if everybody, the band goes half with the fans?
Kevin wants a fire alarm sound effect.
Not a problem. Kevin gets whatever he wants. Write it down.
Writing it down right now.
No,
as
and we
speak.
need an alarm when it goes off. The light spins and the.
Yeah, we need that.
I wrote it down.
I also think we can. I think we can do a camera shake effect too.
That'd be dope.
A
You know what I
camera
mean?
shake effect.
And we bring back the smoke. We get all on microphones up and close, so I don't have to yell anymore.
Oh
I
yeah.
do miss the smoke effects. Those
The
were-
smoke, right? We're
Smoke.
missing that. The smoke. We get a light in here. We get a new
Light.
menu for stars. You guys, help us improve this. What should we do? Give us some ideas that we could do to improve. Oh, obviously, new.
100 from Chad.
Yo, that's crazy. So what we're gonna do from here on out, we're gonna start working on it right now. All the stars that you guys are sending right now, from here on out, we're gonna wait and save them up, and we're gonna get new microphones and a table. This is getting ridiculous. I mean, it's not that
Fully
ridiculous.
It's time.
We do need to upgrade.
It's time. We need to. Yeah.
The reason why we haven't is because we're getting ready for Rockfest.
Right?
Who's
we don't-
coming out to Rockfest?
We don't have any goddamn money.
Yeah, who's excited for that?
Who's coming out?
Who we seeing?
Right.
Who's going to Sammy's patio?
I am. I'm going to that one.
I know we're playing a show every month.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready? We got a
I'm
show
so-
every month.
So stoked.
Got a couple new ones listed below.
Right?
What is it?
If you view the ticker below,
Yeah, the ticker.
Oh,
Charlie's
Like reading
Hill,
it as
Sammy's
it goes.
patio.
that's
Sorry,
good.
it's going slow. I can't.
You know what? I never shared the
Oh,
stream.
updated. Shows. Oh, it's just those two.
I
I
said,
was waiting for
there,
it.
but there
There's more.
There's more.
Yeah.
I just don't want to make
unannounced.
anybody mad. We started going to bands in town. We're like, okay, everything's booked. We started just putting stacking it all in there, and I was like, maybe we shouldn't do that.
Chad loves the candle.
It's
Thank
our
you.
yeah. I
Thanks.
just I don't know. I just thought it was a nice touch. Anytime
glad
you
you
have
like it.
fire, things could burn down.
I'm
It
glad
adds
you-
an element of.
Mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Aw.
Hold on, you're gonna let it get DCMA.
Whoa.
They're gonna call the cops on us.
Careful.
I thought that was a public use one.
Oh, you might be right about
Yeah.
that. One time, I'm not even kidding. They started singing "Happy Birthday" and the fucking cops showed up.
110 from Kevin.
Kevin.
Hold on, you guys. How are we gonna do this? We should go on right now and look at like something we can work up to. Can we look at like a little podcasting package or something?
Look up a
Yeah.
podcasting
Yeah,
package.
we don't.
What?
Yeah, we don't need anything super expensive. We just need something that's going to be good for us,
Oh, let's look us
like
up.
a bundle, and then
Bundle.
and then us and all the fans at home, we could work together and upgrade the podcast so it doesn't suck anymore. And then Melissa is gonna let me get her cool camera, and I can upgrade this camera soon.
Oh hell yeah!
That's what we need. We need a camera upgrade, and we need to get off of this microphone, and we all need headphones. I have the
I'm
headphones.
working on it.
We have a mixer. What we need is some nice microphones. We need two microphones. We need two microphones and a couple of boom baskets. And we're there. That's all we need. And a fucking
Right.
table.
There's a bundle for 4, a bundle for 2, and a bundle for 3.
Well, there's a bundle for 3 people. For 3 people right here.
Uno, dos, tres.
Look at you. You're going into the $1 million. No, I'm fucking with you. Okay, she's pulled up the page. I'll star it and we'll look at it.
Okay.
$2 million.
Whoa.
This is gonna work. Do you know how much better it will be when it when it doesn't look so low tech or sound low tech? It'll be crazy. The algorithms will love us.
Mm.
And that's what we want.
Then we'll be famous.
Right now, they
It
think we're
says
from.
You need a good Omni, not 2 mics. Omni. I'm assuming that's a mic.
Yeah, we don't know anything.
Omni
Yeah,
sound.
yeah. Omni is like around.
Yeah.
That was not a great description, but you know what I mean?
Like lossless audio?
No.
Like when you go.
However, I think I do want to help her out. The reason why I think you're combining those things is because a lot of like Omni players,
Yeah.
you have to use lossless audio
Right. It's
in those players.
like when you go to the movies, it has it's like Omni sound with, Dolby Atmos and lossless audio and
Oh.
Forest.
They've combined their forces to give you an
Yeah.
experience.
Oh, gotcha. Makes
Now
sense.
in Ultra HK high def.
Yeah. Like stereo.
Omnidirectional.
Yeah, around. It's more than surround though.
Right.
Like surround is like panoramic. Omni is up, down, in, out.
Is it the atmosphere?
It's in and out, like analog computers.
Mm.
Like quantum computing isn't ones and zeros. It's not in and out, this or that.
It's everything.
It's layered like an onion.
Also, I wish I had the money to get whatever cameras they use at National Geographic, because I was watching a National Geographic thing last night.
Yeah.
And that picture is crystal clear. You get yourself.
We're in trouble, man. 'Cause we can't even shoot a music video. We can't shoot a music video or record anything until we have $3 billion.
Once
Look at-
Rockfest is done,
Right. That's right. Right.
then
Our next band project will be something wild.
Yeah.
We're just a little band.
with big dreams.
Right. It's true.
Shit, if I had the money, I'd get us a warehouse and we could just do everything. Music videos, audio, visual.
It's not a bad idea.
Right?
That's not a bad idea.
It's not a terrible idea.
That's not a terrible. Nope, that's a pretty good idea. That's a really.
Bring your work closer to you sort of idea.
Because if you,
I mean, no one said we had to own it.
right? Because if you had a space big enough, you could put on shows there too.
I just was thinking that.
Yeah.
We're presented with options with this.
I mean, this band is more of a media company than a band.
Right.
I'd say that we are like an onion. We are omnipresent.
With many layers.
See how I did that?
That was evil.
But I was thinking about, because earlier we were talking about, there's not a lot of shows and everything going on, and I think one of the things that really hit at least New Hampshire hard is some of the big venues like that put on a lot of these local shows that got shut down, during COVID and everything like that. And now, a lot of them haven't recouped to the point where, there used to be a spot where it's you weren't going to see specific bands, you were going to this venue to see who was going to be there.
Yo.
And I feel like we need more venues like that, at least in this region.
Yo. Zach, that's why I love you on this program. Can you... I don't know if everybody could really hear. Can you run that whole thing back?
So,
I don't know if this microphone is up enough. But it hasn't been. We need a new microphone for Zach. God damn it! I can't stand it anymore.
So basically, what I was saying is New Hampshire used to have a couple of venues that you were going to, your Friday night you were going to a venue. It didn't matter who was playing. You were going, and there would be bands there. And I think
It almost didn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. You knew, like, oh, Friday night we're hitting Bungalow, we're hitting Rocco's, you know.
That was almost the
press
fun.
room, you know?
That was almost the fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, we're going to this location. Wonder who's going to be playing tonight. So, like...
Yeah, we don't have
I feel like, you know, a lot of, like,
Yo,
those places
that's
got,
crazy.
you know, COVID really, you know, took a lot of those places out where, you know, you don't see a lot of those left where, you know, there was a community built around, you know, your local venue. So... I always am reminding people, the music is wonderful. The music is a gift. The music is great. The music is not the fucking star. The people are. Right. The blocks, the community, the boys and the girls and the guys and the gals and the people that show up. You know, yes, we love the music. Yes, we love the new single. We love the new music video. We love the stuff. The song is great. The song is definitely more than background music. It's the soundtracks to our lives, no question. But the song is not the star. Your life is the star. The songs is the seasoning, you know? Like, the community is what makes a dope music scene. And I think that's proof of that right there. Mm-hmm. There's that discovery again, that loss of discovery.
Yeah.
Because now you almost need to know who's playing every single time. The promoter needs to know that the band's going to sell out. Everyone needs to know, you know, everything has to be predetermined. And here we go with I think that's based on our appetite for metrics and being and wanting to predict our every move. Like in all levels of humanity, you know, the gadgets and the technology has us kind of, from dating apps to music apps to shopping and coupons, we're all trying to predict. We're all trying to predict everybody's every move, and we all trying to, who's going to be the sellout band, and it's hard to make nothing a competition because we're all trying to outdo each other. Who try to get the best ticket sales and trying to get the best seat. It's all about scalping and cutting corners and, you know, growth hacking, and it's not just about being in the room and
hanging out with your friends. Yeah, like, oh, we're going here the Friday night. We're gonna have a.
How much money you gonna give me? Right. Yeah.
None.
You know, we have a gaming community, and like, you know, in the last couple of years, we lost a lot of people in the gaming community because some of the kids and the people that come and play with us, they couldn't understand why we weren't paying them to play video games with us.
I remember this. I remember this.
I'm saying, people want to get paid to go to shows now.
Mm-hmm. Everybody wants to get paid. Everybody wants to predict everything.
Everyone
wants everything to be predetermined.
Monetized.
So that they can just do the event and not to do anything.
Right. So if you ask your buddies to go to a show now, they need to be monetized. Are they going to get fly a space? What's the draw look like? No. How many times have you talked to people and said, "Hey, you want to come out to my show and hang out and see some cool bands?" And they say, "How many people are going to be there?" Well,
fuck if I know.
Right. Well, you'd be one more.
Right.
It has to be predetermined before they can go there.
Ouch.
But it's like, when's the last time you ever had a conversation at a sellout show? You know what I mean? It's like that nuts to butts. It's hard to connect with people. Like, so what do you need? A perfect recipe? So what's the cap? Well, the capacity at the club is 75 people. Okay, I need a total of 55 people in the building all night for me to go.
What?
An equal ratio of boys and girls, ethnicities, and ages.
It has to
I'm
be
a man of
customized
to them?
It has to be customized to them?
A la TikTok algorithm. I'm just playing. I'm playing, everybody. I'm playing. I'm being dramatic.
Yeah, and like, no.
I don't feel this way. I'm just saying. We were just saying it today. We were just all saying it today. I woke up this morning and all the band members I spoke with, I'm like, it's about that time, because it's about that time every year where Sepsis comes out. If you're a band and you're playing in the area, brace yourself, because we pop up.
Yeah.
We don't tell anybody where we're going. If you guys are playing, if you're a metal band or a rock and roll band and you're in the New England, New Hampshire area, you know that in the next few weeks to months, we're going to pop up at your show.
Yep.
Because
Hi.
not because we're mean, because we like music.
Yeah.
Right?
Because we like bands, we like music, and we also like supporting the other bands, not just saying it on Twitter.
And having a bumper sticker that says support local music.
Right. It's more than just a conversation on the podcast. We actually, as a band, every year, a handful of times, we all get together as a band, and we all encourage each other, and we go out, and we hang out, we meet people, and buy merch, and we chill, and, talk about music and what's going on in town. What the fuck am I talking about, Zach? Oh, the scene and what it used to be.
Right.
Yeah. Used to be
I'm
a
all
big
sad
community.
No,
where
I can
people-
remember.
One thing that will make you even more disappointed when you nothing ticks me off more than seeing a place that advertises being a live music venue, and they have fucking 80 TVs all along the wall playing sports. You're not a live entertainment venue if that's your case.
Yeah, that's a sports bar.
Right. But it's like,
And sometimes
we have
sports
this small
bar-
little crate in the corner for the stage.
Oh, I've
It's
seen
2
those.
pallets wide.
I've seen those that you're talking about. Oh, I hate it too. And
One
they'll
of the-
leave him on too. They'll leave the
No
TVs
room for
on
Zach. No room.
while
on,
they're
no stage
playing.
lights.
While
I was
they're
about to
playing.
say no room for Zachy B's stage lights.
Yeah, no room
Hey,
for
if
nothing.
we don't make it in rock and roll, Melissa, I think that we should open up an LLC for Zachy B's stage lights,
Right?
and we just show up and lay down the shit.
Sure.
Lay down the lights.
Zachy
Late-
B Entertainment.
Yeah, we lay down the law.
Lay it down.
No, one of the
We'll force you to lay down.
one thing that the first time I went to a real comedy show made me realize how depressing the music scene has become. Because you go to a real comedy venue in New York City, the only fucking lights in that place are the 2 spotlights for the stage and a little candle like that placed at every table. There's no other lights, there's no distractions, but there's a 2-drink minimum.
Oh, wow. Minimum?
Well, we're talking New York City, yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
That's how they gotta make
Those
their
drinks are probably $40 a pop.
money. They're actually reasonably priced.
Wow. That's like when you go into casinos and stuff like that. If you're gambling, the booze is free.
Well, yeah, so they can keep you there,
I used to love just going to casinos just to drink.
right?
They caught on to me.
Yeah,
I was a professional.
I walked around enough so that I wasn't.
You got to move
Yeah.
around a little bit. And, your favorite game's got to be blackjack if you're going to be a drunk in a casino.
Yeah. I just
Lexi's
started
like,
getting
what the fuck are these guys talking about?
card games, gambling.
Gambling, going broke, and getting drunk. Cheers.
I've only been to one
Men's stuff.
real true casino, and that was
We're floating
Mohegan
off.
Sun, and that was really just so I could see Bret Michaels.
That would be a great show.
Oh, it was awesome. Again, free booze.
What's up with this in the free booze?
I don't
feel
know,
like-
but do you guys remember Bret Michaels banging his head off that fucking garage door? Have you
No.
ever seen that?
No, but I saw Vince Neil just took a stage dive.
Oh, the poor guy.
Yeah, he fell flat on his face.
He's getting too old to fall.
Right?
I mean, do you want to fall? You're in your 30s.
Well, they're getting too old to play.
Listen, all
Who's
I know
getting too
is
old to play?
Motley Crue.
Motley Crue.
Aren't they?
Listen, Lex, I know we say a lot here that there's no limits and you can
Because
do
there
everything.
isn't.
No, but there is a limit to sounding bad.
Right?
Yeah.
If you're people say
Make
what
a good
age
point.
what age should you stop making music? When you sound like shit.
Right?
That's when. You know what I mean? Like some
Yeah.
people sound like shit at 18. So go twinkle, twinkle. They're like, "Oh, that's so fucking cute." Right? Then they're 8 years old. London Bridget. They're like, "All right, kid, you're getting a little old now." 12 comes around, puberty. The kid's like, "Hey, Mom, I got this new one. It's a new." She's like, "What do you got for now?" He's like, "It's a cover." She's like, "Okay, son." He's like, "Itsy bitsy spider." You're like, "Holy
All right,
shit!"
get back to school.
Right,
Quit
right,
your
kid,
day
right,
job.
right. You gotta start being
Have you
honest.
cleaned your room yet?
Now he's too old for music. See? Itsy bitsy. You got to get going.
That makes sense.
That's what I mean. Everyone has a different
What is
limit.
there like that?
Think omnipresent.
Of
Ooh,
course.
presents.
Right.
Presents.
We haven't gone over one thing.
We
But
haven't.
that's what's good about this.
What are
we're
you talking
we're
about?
still
talking
on
about
topic.
yeah. We're talking live entertainment. This is what we do.
That's
This
true.
Is what we do.
Yeah.
This is better than the articles.
I was about to
Right?
say these articles are not topping this conversation
Right.
right
We
now.
are. This is the article.
right.
No fate but what you make.
This is the articles of evidence I'd like to enter into the.
You know what we have been talking about at the table that we keep forgetting to bring up here, and that's what bands should and shouldn't do.
Ooh, now's a great time to talk
let's
about.
do
While
it.
we're talking about local scene and everything, now's the time to bring it up.
Wow. I mean, I kind of want to get a list going. We should absolutely ask the
people,
audience too.
to help us with the list
Yes.
while we get the list together.
All right, how you want to present this?
I'm going to present it just like I would a list item because this is something bands should be doing at their live show, and that is audience participation.
So
those
that's
of you in the chat, if you have anything, please throw it in there.
Audience participation.
You know,
What-
as audience members, when you think like, oh, I want to go and see a local performance, what are your expectations? Almost like when you think, what are you like when you're going out, you're having that night on the town, like, what are your expectations? What would you hope to see in a local live band? You know, stuff like that.
I got one that bands should start doing
Pyrotechnics.
at Charlie's Hill.
Yeah.
That's probably the only place you can get away with it. Actually, we did have pyro over there. Just it was outside.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we do a list of things that bands should do first or should not do? It's like one of those times when you know.
I'm a stoic, so I like to do negative first to get the challenging
that's
part
good.
out of the
You
way.
always want to end on a good note.
All right. I like the strategy. Okay. So who wants to go first? Somebody at home? What should bands stop doing? Bands should stop building the backline and drum kits in the entryway and foyer.
Ah!
Yo, come on. You see what I just did? You see that? You see how everybody feels about it?
I got one.
That's one thing that bands need to stop doing. Stop building drum kits. Stop lingering with cabs. Stop building your stage lights. Stop trying to assemble and organize your band in the fucking vestibule, in the entryway, in the exit. Get the fuck out the way.
A side note on that one, don't do it on fucking stage either.
Yeah,
Nothing pisses me off more than like one dude wrapping up each individual cable during crossovers when
Right.
you only have 10 minutes,
Right.
you know, and the show's already 30 minutes late.
You know why that never applies to you?
Well,
Because
I don't have an amp anymore.
well, no, and normally you're headlining.
Oh yeah, true that. Yeah, but it's annoying when you're headlining, you're waiting for the band before you to get off. And again, the show's already an hour and 20 minutes late at
Yo,
this point.
I love Zach at this
It's
level.
12:30 in the morning.
This is the Zach attack.
Zach attack. Coming at you.
This is
I'm on
perfect.
Warpath today.
This is perfect.
Hell
I
yeah.
love this.
This is great.
Holy shit.
Bands should stop using Spotify, their Spotify link, as their website link on their social media.
my god.
Right?
Holy shit.
Spotify is not a website.
And I don't even have Spotify anymore.
Yo.
It's not a website.
Mike Dalla sent some stars.
Yo, Mike,
Oh,
thank
yeah.
you so much.
Thank you.
I don't know if you guys heard, but we're trying to upgrade the podcast, and we're gonna take all these stars and donations, and we're gonna get new microphones and a table because this one's gonna burn the house down.
Yeah.
We figured it out today. Enough is enough.
People's
And
dangerous.
we have to be able to hear Zach because when he's on the Zach attack, we want him to get right at it.
Bam!
Dude, you guys are blowing me out. Melissa, do you have anything?
What should bands stop doing?
Do you have anything? What should bands stop doing?
I don't have nothing right now.
Okay.
Sorry. I was
We'll circle
doing
back.
something.
Well, we'll get back to you. Bands should stop wearing the same wardrobe for every single performance, for back-to-back performances?
Like, if they're not on tour?
Yes, like if they're separate
Okay.
performances. If it's like okay, let me rephrase. Bands should have more variety. Let me do
Yes.
instead of saying what they should not do. Let me be transparent. I think that individual shows should have more variety, unless it's like unless it's a themed tour.
Right.
Say it's the
Yeah.
Egyptian tour. That's different. You know, you're gonna have
Yeah.
to do. I do understand that.
For years, I've been reading, and every year, the same piece of advice comes out for like when you look up like how to get more attention to your events or to your shows, and that is each local show that you're doing should be an event. It's like whether it's a theme thing or make it a reason to be there instead of just, hey, we're coming out Friday night to play a couple of songs.
Be there.
Yeah, just give people a reason to go.
Right.
So yeah, if you're doing a local show, yeah, you're right. Have some variety.
That way, the people.
Is it a '90s theme, like something?
That way, it just adjusts the eyes. It adjusts the image. I'm a firm believer that a big part of our modern scene. Hear me out. A big part of our modern scene is image. Mm-hmm. And there are bands that are going to say, "Nah, man, that doesn't matter to me." Okay, but in a world where we scroll around a lot of the time and we live on the screen and we find out about the shows on social media, we usually first find out about it through an image.
Yep.
So, when you have a different variety of images and wardrobes for individual shows, I'm a firm believer that this works well in combination with the other people that are participating with the show. And you might be like, what the fuck, William? You just lost me. Nah, the biggest part of the New England scene that nobody really mentions is the photographers.
The most underrated people.
The most underrated people in the local music scene. Shout out to all the photographers.
Hell yeah.
The photographers keep the scene going more than you ever would imagine. So
they're the backbone.
I'm telling the sound guys.
Yeah.
The sound guys, the photographers. People aren't really sure of how many people are really behind the scenes making us look great. Mm-hmm. When we do our stuff like at Jewel and Swarmy Fest, there's so many people that are behind making those photographs and videos look great. It's more than just learning a cool guitar riff, right? So, for sure, I think that's why I said that earlier, is because I think that when you give people something to look at, they're more apt to take a picture of it. Yep. The fans want to get selfies. If they got a picture with you last week in the black shirt, then what is there to get a picture of today? Mm-hmm. This may sound corny to some people, or not metal, or some people don't like stuff like this, but I never knew how much Melissa was on to it when she came up with the braids. And I used to think I was one of those people that was like, oh, that's not the braids. I didn't think that was corny. But she would always change the color. She always, if you notice, Melissa always does before big shows or anything that's significant, she always changes the color. You'll notice in every one of her music videos, her braids are something different, or sometimes she'll have bangs, or sometimes she'll do something different. And I always thought, I'm a dude. I'm like, that's silly. Nobody cares about that kind of stuff. Until I
always cared. I just never picked up dude. I just thought it was like, yeah, we're getting close to showtime. That's why she's redoing it.
Wow. Until there I was one day, and I'm standing off to the side, and we were at one of these big shows opening up for, I think, Puddle of Mud or somebody, and there's a bunch of people talking with Melissa. And everybody's just around looking and playing with her hair and trying to and the conversation was what color she was gonna do next. And at that moment, foot in mouth, I don't know what I'm talking about. I need to go do my homework moment. And not too long after that, the coolest dude came up to me in the vault in New Bedford. We were doing some promotional thing for Mistress Carrie and all of them. And we were up there. Melissa was like just doing like an MC thing. It was dope. But there we were, and somebody taps me on the shoulder, and they were like, "Yo, Will, I love what you've been doing with your hair." And I'm like, people care about that kind of stuff?
Oh yeah.
And then I realized how much image really does play a part in today's modern, because of social media and because people take pictures. That's how some people learn about us. They take pictures with Lexi at the merch table, and then they post it on social media, and maybe their friends go, "Oh, you know, what are you doing? What was that? Or what event did you go to?" And that's how they learn about it. "Oh, who's your friend there with the braids?" "Oh, that's my friend, the singer from New Hampshire." And that's how the conversation gets started.
It's great.
Every show I've played since, even in my last band, when we started coordinating, you know, stage attire and wardrobe, I always get complimented on, like, and the band gets complimented on, like, "Thank you guys for actually dressing up. We can see you care."
Yep.
Before I've even played a note, they're like, "I can already tell you guys care." Just because, like, nobody does that anymore. Everyone just shows up with their Van Halen t-shirt and blue jeans or black jeans or the classic, you know, all black with a band shirt.
I think it used to be back in the day, too, that if you were professional, if you advertised, or you were coordinated, you were a sucker, a poser, and you probably didn't play well. Like when me and Melissa started this thing, we were like, "Okay, let's wear yellow t-shirts for this one." You know, that used to really annoy people at first. The good news is everyone calmed down because we sound so terrible at that time that there was no reason to be mad at us anymore. You're like, "Oh my God, those guys are awful." And then you get over it. Well, the point is, people will cheer for you when you're an emerging band and you sound awful. That's what we need to stop doing.
Right.
We need to stop being mad when our neighbors are successful, bro.
You should be happy.
That's one thing bands need to stop doing.
Support them.
Bands need to stop being upset when other bands are successful. Because they do it in secret. It's not even, they do it in secret.
Bands should also stop leaving it up to one person to book, manage, pay for things, help with travel.
Oh my God.
Promo, social media, advertising. Not leaving it up to just one
or two
person
or three.
Or two or three or four. Everybody that says they want to be in the band should be.
Imagine you was on a basketball team and you're like, "No, you just do the dribbling." That'd be crazy, right? Like,
yeah.
Don't worry, Will, you can get all 3 pointers.
like.
No one would be a Celtics fan if that happened.
Would you like some more water, sir? I've got to go fight the team on the.
It would be a mess.
Right.
It would be chaos. Please don't leave it up to just a couple of people. Everyone help out in the band.
I got a big one. Bands with a shortage of shows, with a shortage of set times and opportunities. Especially if you're not the headlining band, stop begging for encores. When you have, I know you're talented. You're a much better guitar player than I ever will be. But the thing is I'm more polite than you because I can read the clock. When you have scheduled set times, be polite to people that are sharing the spotlight with you. Bands have got to stop going over their scheduled set times, begging for the headliners' fans to ask for encores. Even if the headlining band's fans are if you, I mean, 9 out of 10 times, if you say to a group of 150 people, "Hey guys, you want to hear another one?" This is how they get people. You ready for this, Melissa? I'm going to explain it to all the bands so no one else has to be the bad guy. I'm going to be it. I'm going to say it so nobody else does. Bands, when you are playing in a show and you're not the headlining band, say you're the second or third or fourth band, right, of the evening, and you know the headliner's coming up and they got stuff to do. In local and regional rock and metal, most people are so polite that if you ask the room, do you guys want to hear one more? Most people, you're taking advantage of your fans. You're taking advantage of the bands and the hard work that they did to promote the show. Okay? You're taking advantage of the headliner. I know most of you are going to walk out when the headliner starts playing. So, you're taking advantage of that time. Because you know, and everyone knows in the local scene, that our scene is healthy enough where people are so polite, people are so kind, that bands know they can manipulate their kindness by asking them, do you want to hear one more? Because people are so nice and people-pleasing in our community here in New England that no one's going to say no. Even if you were a terrible musician in New England and you were up there and you said, do you guys want to hear one more? Let me help you out. No, they don't. They don't want to hear no more sepsis. They don't want to hear no nothing. The scheduled time for your band is done, and it is now time to cleanse everyone's musical palate. It is now time to give somebody else a chance, and refresh everybody's ears. So the answer is this, bands. Do you guys want to hear another one? If you're not the headliner and they're not chanting, bands have to stop asking for encores. That is not an encore. When you have to ask for it, right, it's not an encore. We want sepsis, boom, bang, boom, bang, boom. They better be tearing the fucking house down. In fact, we are not going to do any more encores unless the bartender, if I look over at the bartender and he's like, we better do it, they're going to flip the fuck out, then we're not doing it anymore. Bands, stop begging for encores.
Please and thank you.
Please.
We will continue this movement until bands stop begging for encores.
Right, we're going to keep bringing it up. Stop doing it.
Seriously.
Thank you, Papa Songbird, for 100 stars.
Here's the other thing.
If
you get booked for 40 minutes, play 35. Everybody will love you more.
Oh, yeah. Including
the sound guy, the door guy, the band going before you, after you.
The people helping you break it all
Right.
down.
30-minute sets are awesome. Think about Spotify. You guys can't write a fucking song more than 4 minutes. Fuck you need an encore for?
You don't have enough music minutes to take up the time.
Songs are only a minute and a half now, for Christ's sakes.
Those are a lot of what bands shouldn't do. Should we switch
Let's
it to
do a
what
couple,
bands
right.
should do?
Right. No,
What should
nobody
bands
knows
do?
anymore.
What should bands do? What should they do?
On negatives.
No, let's get someone killed. Whatever you got.
They should promote themselves.
Okay,
promote
right.
themselves.
Liking shit is okay again,
Yeah.
everyone on the internet. You're not going to get beat up.
Self-promo is not bad. Whoever says
Right.
self-promo is a bad thing, fuck them.
Right. Promoting yourself is a good thing if you are in a small band.
Yeah.
Thank you for another 100 stars.
Do they want to change the lights?
I don't know, Dad, do you?
He's like, all I know is y'all are getting that new headset, because I can't stand this shit anymore.
He says bands need to stick around after the set, showing support
Yes.
for each
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
God. Come on. That is the, yeah. I will say.
That's the one right there. Can we star that? Can we pin that in the comments?
And here's a rule of thumb. This is how I do it. If we're hosting the show, if we're hosting the show and you want to get paid, you have to have a representative of your band stay and support the rest of the bands. So if some guys want to go home, okay, that's life on life's terms. If you must, and you got to get home, you got to do what you got to do. But what I ask people to do, if there's 5 guys in a band, and I know a lot of bands, they say, "Hey, Will, are we getting paid for the show?" And I say, "Sure, it's a door split. All bands split the money at the end of the night." You know? So if all bands split the money at the end of the night, you have to, my whole thing is you have to physically be there to the end of, and complete the job to get paid. If you leave the job site before last call, before the money is collected, then you're basically volunteering your money to be split up with the other bands. If you want to play the show and you have to dip before the money gets collected, then it's not the greatest show for you. It's not booking with us isn't going to be a good fit.
Thanks for another
If you
100 stars.
if you don't want to get paid and you're trying to screw and you got to get going and it's just life on life's terms, maybe you got to get home this one venue, this one evening, then it's cool. But the thing you risk though with that, Zach, is we might not book you again.
Right.
So like if you're a band, you could play like the wind. You could have a voice like, like the heavens. But the truth is like if you're not bringing draw and you're not supporting and you're not staying for the show, 2 things are going to happen. You're not going to be there to get paid. And even if you're really great at playing, you brought no draw. If you leave early and did bring draw, the draw is leaving with you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, I don't know if all bands realize that. If you come in early and you're playing and you bring 10 or 15 people in and you decide to chew and screw early and dip out, then, usually 50% or over those people wind up leaving with the guys that they know. And that's because people don't want to be in an unfamiliar club surrounded by 100 strangers after their band leaves. Not unless they get to break the ice and they know a few other people. And so, in that sense, that's why it's important for a couple of guys in your crew to stay around. If you're in a band with 5 people and each and every one of you leave, that shows me that you don't want to be booked again. So, you know what I mean? If you're in a band and you and all of your staff leave before the headliner plays, I'm not mad at you. I just won't book you anymore.
Right. Going back to what you said though, that
yeah.
back in another life, my band had a headlining show, and one of the bands, like 2nd or 3rd in the list, they had a really good draw.
Yep.
But like you said, they left before the headliner. Everybody left with them. So the next time we booked with them, they headlined. So that way,
we could teach and lead by example.
Exactly. Well, then that way everybody stayed for the end. Worked out perfect.
Mike Dalla sent 50 stars, and my dad sent another 100.
Yo, we're going to have
you.
this new microphone thing in no time.
Right?
Definitely.
Our goal is to get new microphones so we can each have a microphone and then get rid of this wiggly table.
Please.
We're going to that's what we're going to do.
Please.
We're going to get headphones. And as soon as we can improve the picture on this podcast and we can all hear each other a little bit, then we can put new sounds. And the sound will be better because we'll have the headphones in. It won't be like we're monitoring outside of it.
Another 50 from Mike Dalla.
So you guys are actually really helping us out. And if you guys come and tip and give us stars in the morning shows, I will make sure that is also going towards the Honeycomb Hideout to give.
Bless you.
Bless you, man.
Thank you.
No, I think that those are all really good things. I will say one thing bands could do is promote the event.
Yep.
Like I know that sounds crazy, like it should be like cliche, it's like a generic thing, but so many bands that we've played with in the past just don't promote the event. And that, I think people think I mean posting on Facebook. Posting on Facebook is not promoting the event.
No.
My goodness, you're getting so many stars right now.
Woo!
Those are all stars.
Yeah.
Thank
time
you.
hear that, it's stars.
You guys don't understand. We're going to make this dope. Like, we will take these stars. We're going to have to look after this for something cool.
270.
Thank you. Oh my god.
We might have this improved by next week.
Still surprised nobody sent over the 2,500 stars to have me do Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe impression.
You're gonna have to like learn some lyrics or something.
Oh, I already know. I already have a Marilyn Monroe.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
You just have to donate 2,500 stars to hear it.
Yo, that's crazy. Zach is in all type of cover bands and everything.
Cover bands, theater, acting.
I think if Zach started a cover band, I would be in it.
Yeah.
May I drum?
Yes.
If you ever started, I can't start a cover band, but if you do, can I be in it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
May I drum?
Yes.
That's it. We got it going on.
Huh?
We're going on the
It'd be all
cruise.
party covers too. Like it would be the most
Like B-52s type shit?
He says he's working on it.
What are we working
What?
on?
What are we working on?
Stars.
No, he said I'm working on it.
Oh.
With a laughing face.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, we're gonna have to look for something. Because we need something cheap. We don't need nothing crazy.
Yeah,
Right?
I have some stuff.
I said cheap. We need something affordable. That's
Yeah.
better.
Yes.
There's affordable
I don't want to
options.
say cheap, because then the shit will break, and then everybody will be
Right.
like, it sounds like shit. It's your fault, Will.
There's affordable options
Yeah, we need affordable
for
options.
high quality.
Mm.
Gio wants cowbell.
That's not a problem.
Oh. We can have cowbell.
That's not a problem. Well, like, if you're a subscriber to Sebsa's, you can have, like, we might have, like, subscribers can actually, like, top fans and subscribers, they should be able to have superpowers.
Mm.
They can have their own button,
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
their own sound
Stars
button.
from my dad.
I'm telling you. Subscribers will have secret. We should, like, drop bombs and stuff like that. Can we have bombs drop from the ceiling
Pew,
and blow
pew,
shit
pew,
up?
pew, 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 pew.
At this rate, we'll be able to upgrade chairs too.
Oh my
Oh,
God! That's
yeah!
it! That's what we need. If we could just have chairs,
Right.
then I'd be comfortable sitting here.
Right.
That never occurred to me.
It did a couple years ago. We had some
Right.
chairs picked up. We just never got them.
People always wonder why we don't have anything.
Because we're going to Rockfest.
That's
Going to Rock
Because
Fest!
we have
And as it turns out, traveling across the country is expensive.
right.
And it's expensive! But we're having
Living the
fun.
life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're having fun.
See, that's the thing. Like, this summer, a lot of great bands aren't going to be able to put out music or do things because they don't have a lot of money. While a lot of terrible bands are going to be doing a lot of terrible things because their parents have a lot of money.
200 stars from my dad.
Yo, we're going to Sizzler.
Hell yeah.
That's actually really good. We'll be
Yeah.
well on our way by
Right?
no time.
Definitely.
Won't that be nice? We'll just show up and we'll have our table and our little trinkets and we'll
Oh.
say
Everybody's go,
we fucking did it.
Right?
Honeycomb Hideout. Ooh, ooh,
Oh, the
Honeycomb
new merch
Hideout.
looks so great, too.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited about this whole thing.
Right?
You know, is Gio in the Gio's here, right?
Of course he
So
is.
Gio, we just drop shipped you 2 boxes of engraves today. I'm so excited.
Ooh, keep an
Right.
eye out.
You can open them and check them out and make sure they're awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so
What
excited.
is my favorite Nickelback song? Oh my gosh, I have so many. Believe it or not.
Okay, so I just want to say, just for the record, I can't speak for everybody in the band, but there are several huge Nickelback fans in this band, and I'm one of them.
Me too.
I'm a Nickelback fan.
I love like pretty much almost every.
I
Nickelback album.
love rock and roll music that everyone thinks is bad.
But I really
Like people didn't like the Black
Silver
album. I
Side
loved
Up.
the Black album.
All the Right
that's a good
Reasons
album.
is good.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I can remember when I listened to the Black album, everybody wanted to beat me up. It was you know
Oh,
what
yeah,
I mean. It
'cause-
was
Oh, we
Because
can't
that was
forget
their
Dark Horse.
first sellout album. Somebody, like, I forget who it was, but one of those, like, MTV personalities back in the 90s, like, they're like, you know, there's a problem when your little sister down the hall is asking to borrow your Metallica record when she's listening to Duran Duran.
see how it was, Lex. That's
Why
how it was.
did
Of course,
Everything
I'm
changed.
sitting there watching this, and, you know, I was, you know, this is probably 2008 when I was, you know, in 8th grade, and I'm watching this. I'm like, I like the Black Album and I like Duran Duran.
Yeah.
But I also like other Metallica albums. I love Kill 'Em All.
I like the metalhead kids would all talk shit about the music that I really liked in heavy metal, and I would just be quiet, like, damn, I thought that was pretty good.
Everyone's just so over opinionated when it comes to this genre, and I want to know why.
Well, it's I mean,
Why are we so
like your
over
voice
opinionated?
Woo! Like when people say like such a broad statement, like, oh, I don't like country music, I don't like jazz, I don't like classical. Like, have you listened to every like? That's just like saying you don't like music in general, because if you really look, there's something in every genre for everybody. You know?
Definitely.
And he just said it, like, if you really look and you're not a fucking lazy, mouthy...
Right?
Person, yeah.
Right, like...
Right? Like, there's a lot of jazz I love. There's a lot of classical music I love.
And there's probably a lot of it you'd skip, but that doesn't mean that it's all...
Right?
Terrible.
Right. You're just not into it right now. You're not feeling it.
You know what? A very good example of this, I hope she doesn't mind me telling the story, is me and Melissa, when we were a lot younger, I asked her what her influences were and like different music that she liked. And I was like, we got to rap music and certain kind of like urban music. And she was like, I'm not into it. You know, we talked about reggae and rap and I mean, this is years and years and years ago. And she wasn't into it. And it's interesting now because that's what, you know, that's some of in Melissa's playlist is like rap music and reggae and island music, and it's just amazing to see. You know what music I've come to like a little bit and appreciate more as I get older is punk music. I actually can appreciate the chord progressions a lot more. I used to, like, growing up, I hated Green Day.
Oh, I love Green Day.
You know what I mean? But now,
Green Day, Blink-182,
but
the
now,
Ramones.
but yeah,
Blink-182.
I was never into those bands, and I can honestly say now, I kind of have a newfound appreciation for it. I think a lot of it has to do with drums and just my understanding of instruments. And
I think as you're older, you know, you kind of mature, but like as a kid, I fucking hated
It
rap
was-
music and Eminem, but like once I got to like high school and everything, and you kind of like, I think what did it for me though was the crossover of Anthrax and Public Enemy.
that was good too. That's how I started to like metal because my favorite rap band growing up was Onyx.
No shit.
And Onyx used to do music with Biohazard and some of the other metal bands. So that's why I was like, that gave me the permission, you know, to really dig deeper. I had, you know, and then of course as me when I was a teenager, music like Rage Against the Machine was a big deal. That was like when I was a teenager, you know.
Rage Against the Machine.
People still like them when I was a teen too.
What, Rage?
Yeah.
But they're kind of rapping.
Yeah.
Thank you for the stars.
A lot of New England bands have that type of like gritty, I wouldn't call it hip hop, but it's definitely like rapping, spoken word, rhythmic cadence type of thing.
It's funny, I used to not like nu metal, but after hearing bands like, you know, like Woe Was Me and Issues, then it's like, I went back and I'm like, oh, you like, or another one that I really like is Micah Relocate, where they kind of blend metal with like pop, where there's like, you can hear like the influence of like having pop and soul R&B vocals with like, there'll be a breakdown in the same song, you know?
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into that. I think this band is heavily influenced by that.
That's what drew me to you guys. It's like not just one. It's like, oh, we're not just metal. You know, there's like this blend of all kinds of different like influences and genres. Where it's like, that's something I knew I wanted to be a part of.
45 stars from Mechanic A.
Woo!
Hey, thank you, Mechanic. I'll tell you, it's interesting you say that because, like, we're writing Yellow Jackets right now, and then it's like there are these like classic rock or like classic metal parts that poke out, and or thrash parts.
Yeah.
And it's like just nothing else that could possibly go there. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like we've been writing these parts. Like, you've been hearing like how Yellow Jackets has been moving forward. And it's like there's a groovy part, there's a breakdowny part, and then there's like your Melissa kind of traditional chorusy melody driven part, but there are also these other moments that go into. Sometimes you even can hear the 40s and 50s in our music. Sometimes you can. It's happening again on the second album. It's happening again, and I'm glad to see it. It's almost it does it on its own.
I was gonna say, even in like Romance and Reality, like there's that classic like metally rock driving part, but then there's that like lullaby kind of calm. I call it the ocean part.
The ocean part. That's nice.
I like that.
I love that.
Right?
I like that. That's just so smoothing. Like the second you said that, I was like,
Right?
No, there's a flow.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
Yeah,
Just
for sure.
Just
Wow.
Right.
No, that's
Right?
and our goal was to try to have stuff like that happen with loud guitars.
Yep.
You know, we wanted those things to happen and still have it be loud and have those big bright guitars on the track. Everything's, you know, a lot of music now is really low and percussive influenced. What do you think, Melody Master? Melody Melissa? She's not listening to me.
She's over in the metaverse.
I understand that.
in the metaverse.
But that's something bands should do.
Yeah.
Be more.
Lexi, do you want to save that? You look like you want to save that because we got to go.
Yeah. Because I was looking at the time, I was like, oh, it's 8:30. We didn't get through any of the
I didn't realize.
articles.
That's okay. That's all right.
So we can save it for next week. How about that?
Bam.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's why I like the podcast. So,
100 stars from the dad.
This
and
is
if,
like
if
the
we
first-
don't end the podcast right now, no one's going to be able to pay rent.
We're all going to drown because it's raining outside.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Hey, you not hear that?
Oh,
Nice
now I hear
calming
it.
rain.
Honestly, I
If we all
couldn't
take
hear
a
it until
moment
you stopped talking.
To
Yes.
appreciate the rain.
I didn't hear
we'll
it.
all
now I
eventually
do.
drown and fall asleep.
What?
Because
Rain is
the window's
Oh.
open, it's raining, and rain puts people to sleep.
500 stars.
No,
Whoa,
we'll just
whoa,
sit
whoa.
here for another
Okay.
hour and a half. We're gonna.
So we want to have some pizza, some sorbet.
What else do you guys want to talk about?
What do we wanna
Anything.
talk
We'll be here
about?
all night.
Wait,
Right.
breakdown.
That's right.
Shoot.
Oh yeah, that's
500
right,
stars.
500.
Oh, that is a breakdown. We'll end on the breakdown.
We'll end on the breakdown. Thank you for the stars.
Why is it not
Thank you guys so much. This was
Double
the
zero
Honeycomb
it.
Hideout. We'll see you next week.
Wednesday, let us.
Meg says it's raining stars.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yo, see you guys next week.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't know why I was saying goodbye with my rock.